Consumer demand. Only because I demanded them did they build obese, inefficient, and totally overpriced road hogs. For my convenience, 1,000 grimly cheerful, identical quick stops dotted the land. To meet my needs, old malls were abandoned and new ones built on once rich farms. I craved fats, red meat, and salt, so they made me triple bypass bacon cheeseburgers. So I loved my bluegrass so much that they spewed forth packaged pesticides and convenient over-fertilization kits. They imported us cheap designer knockoffs so we could discard them without a thought. I feared fictional faraway enemies so much that they spent ever more every year on arms. We prospered to such a degree they created the gambling industry to occupy our free time. To meet my demand for thoughtless convenience, they put everything in throwaway plastic. My wants guided them to fatten cattle on indigestible grain in filthy feedlots. My attention to price forced them to slaughter and process using criminal methods. I would not pay a cent or lift a finger to recycle, so they created the great landfills. We could not do without legends, so they pushed profitable but non-role model-based sports heroes. Our personal savior demanded that we evangelically spread democracy militarily. I needed my space, so they built me a 7,000 square foot ranchette on 3 acres with a 500-foot driveway. I wanted sex, and she needed drugs and love, so he found a career as a slimy pimp. My boyish need to make noise created your comical high-performance pickup truck empire. We loved the first remake so much, you filmed parts 2 to 4 simply for our movie viewing pleasure. We grew up craving the pus-like white bread you handled like automotive parts. Consumer demand alone powered a wondrous expansion of the poisonous fast food industry. Simple supply and demand alone drove up healthcare prices so very steeply year after year that people called for more sports and entertainment and shouted down the real news. I demonstrated that my preference for cheap, bad beer mated well with your slick and vapid advertising. We called for the shuttering of our factories and demanded floods of shoddy overseas imports. Because of our consumer needs, brave entrepreneurs clear-cut the last old-growth trees that remained. To satisfy our oil demand, altruistic drilling firms opened up the remainder of our Arctic wilderness. To bring us our trendy seafood, they strip-mined the vast seas of every form of life. Anticipating our love of the new, they built things to last only a single product cycle. To make it easy for me to keep coming back, they put everything in 238 billion plastic bags per year. The market's clarion call for coal power meant that they need not restore their mine sites. Record demand for electricity forced them to desperately fight every single emission reduction law. Our concern over product safety led to their bankruptcy to avoid paying any reparations. My sick demand caused this stupid war on drugs that killed 50,000 citizens in Mexico alone. For we so loved our cell phones, the carriers charged us more than anywhere else in the world. They built jet skis, OHVs, and snow machines because that is what I really wanted for my recreation. The drive-through megachurch appeared because I needed quality time alone with my personal savior.